Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it is raining like so hard here where I am. And that's the way it's been for the last now 2 days. Um, I love rain. Oh my gosh, I love it. I literally sat here and listened to the rain all day today. I ain't played my game. I watched a show. I watched like half of a TV show. But I love rain so much, I literally will sit here and just listen to it. I don't know what that's about. I've always been like that. Love rain. But it is so loud, y'all. I wonder if y'all can hear it. But anyway, um, as you can see, I have on my glasses, one of my pairs of glasses. I have done karaoke. I've been doing what I like to call quarantine karaoke. And some of my friends requested that I keep my glasses on in videos that I do and send to them that they see and all that other stuff of songs that I've been doing. So I'm like, okay, let's see. I only think it's because it's nighttime, and that's why, at least what I'm looking at right now, there's not that much of a reflection. All right, y'all, I'm back. So there was some things that I wanted to discuss when the news broke, but all kinds of stuff was happening. And during all this stuff with this virus and all that, my friends have been going through some stuff. So I've been trying my best to be there for them, in spirit, praying for them, and also like talking to them through text messages, video chats, and actually just on the phone. Everybody knows that I cannot stand talking on the phone. So I've been talking to them the ways that I hate talking and other methods or whatever, but I'm just trying to do what I can for my friends. I understand that it can be frustrating just being at the house all the time, especially for my friends who have kids and smaller ones at that, because sometimes it's harder to keep them entertained. So let's move on to why I'm actually here. This is going to be a thoughts post. And like I said, there were things that I wanted to discuss, but other stuff got in the way of that because I've been trying to cater to my friends. I love my friends. And, I also love my family, of course. I've been talking to them as well. But a lot of my friends, they really don't get to see me and talk to me like they used to. So that was the one thing that they really did have that they don't have anymore. So, yeah, I'm sorry for the glare. I keep getting messages. That's why I don't like wearing my glasses when I'm recording or when I'm taking a picture. But yeah. Oh my gosh, I was about to take these glasses off. Anyway, y'all, just in case you've been living under a rock. No, I'm just joking. Did y'all hear about Jason Mitchell? Y'all know, the man that was from The Chi, who had those, the sexual misconduct and all that other stuff going on. And if you don't watch The Chi, he was in Straight Outta Compton playing, y'all was about to say the man's real name, Eazy-E. And I was like, okay, why? Y'all, he was in Mississippi. He got arrested for like gun charges, intent to distribute. Like, he been doing the most. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? Why? You out here doing the most. See, that's why I was so mad when everything came out, when all this stuff was going on between him and Tiffany Boone. That's the person who was playing his girlfriend, and the other person that is affiliated with The Chi as well. And I'm like, why are you out here doing all of this stuff? Like, there are people who are willing participants. And that's why I was so mad when everything came out about Mystical, because it's like, I grew up living for you, Mystical. Why would you do that? I don't understand. Just like Mystical, we were rooting for you, Jason. I don't understand. He's not an ugly person. And in my mind, I'm just like, there must just be something mental that goes on in the mind of people like them. Because y'all sitting up here, there are people who are willing participants. And this is what y'all do. I've heard of people who are like, well, because it's not just thrown at them, they want something that they can be like, okay, I took this and I got it like this. And I'm just like, why? I don't understand. But anyway, y'all. But yeah, Jason out here being dumb. He didn't get arrested. He had all kinds of weapons and things. It's like, why? Why? Y'all, I was just like, I don't understand the stupidity. But anyway, as I already discussed the other day, I watched the verses between Babyface and Teddy Riley, and because of that stream on IG, they both gained a significant amount of followers, and their music streams are out of this world, which I already knew was going to happen, but I was just like, I'm glad for them. I am. It's just those technical difficulties on Teddy Riley's side that just had me die laughing. I was just like, what in the world? What in the world? You had everybody and their mama up in there, and you still couldn't get it right. And he still tried it on the second try. And I'm like, why are you doing this? We already went through this before, well, y'all did, because I luckily went to sleep the first time they tried to do it, because I was going to watch it because I live for both of them. But I was just like, no, what we're not going to do is this, sir. Y'all, excuse the glare. I'm pretty sure it's going to happen once I really, yeah. Excuse the glare. Why I keep saying excludes? Y'all, did y'all see Power? I mean, not Power. Look at me. Did y'all see Empire? Y'all, I was expecting like an amazing ending to all of what we've seen over the past few years, and I was left underwhelmed. So basically it was a lie that they said that Jesse was going to be shown like in the last few episodes or whatever. We didn't see him. Not that I cared, because he's a liar and he just got off. And I'm like, you better be glad your family has money, because I was waiting on them to put you up under jail because you have wasted all sorts of resources on lies for no reason. And I'm like, okay, if you felt like you weren't getting paid enough, you should have done like everybody else and did a strike and did petitions and do all this other stuff. Like, there were people who were backing you that were your fans. So it's like, why would you do this just to say, oh, I'm not getting paid enough? Okay, you're doing too much in your life. Lord, why is it every time I'm in the middle of recording something, everybody want to call and text? My phone will be dry as I don't know when, and out of nowhere, here y'all come. Golly. Anyway, y'all excuse me. I don't understand. It's like they know. Anyway, y'all, I can't. So we didn't see him. Whatever. That's cool. Okay, so y'all, I was trying to. What is his name? Bashir. I don't even want to say the boy name wrong. I probably already did. The guy who plays Hakeem. So we really just supposed to sit up here and just be like, oh, you got married to this random heifer in Vegas or wherever they went, and y'all had a brief moment, and so now y'all gonna just stay married, and it's just stupid, and you should have actually married your baby mama, and it's just, I don't know, it's just so dumb. Tiana or whatever her name is. I'm like, no. Y'all, I'm tired. Becky is out here just doing them. I'm just like, what's wrong with you? What is wrong with you, girl? I'm sorry. Life is not that hard. I feel like life ain't that hard, especially given the position that she was in. Why are you out here so stressed and whatever you feel like you're going through, to the point where you sitting up here snorting drugs? This man that gave you party favors and you over here doing them. It's like, girl, it was already bad enough you were doing Adderall. You was doing weed and all this other stuff. Okay, now you doing Adderall. You really out here doing the most. Why? What for? I don't understand. That's the stuff I've never understood. Like, some of the greatest artists of our time, they are the people who were out here getting on drugs so bad. And it's like, why? A lot of them are not here because of their drug addictions. And it's like, you did not have to go down that road. You were too talented for that. Like, why? But anyway, back to Becky. I don't understand. She was so successful. It's like, girl, I understand. I mean, I guess we're supposed to look at it like, okay, think back on things she's been through. You know what I'm saying? They tried her when she was at Empire, and now she's at Bossy. And remember when she was at Empire? She got pregnant by that dude. And old boy was here for the baby, but she wasn't, and she aborted it. So maybe she's having some residual moments thinking back on, oh my gosh, I keep getting the text messages. Maybe she's thinking back on moments where she has regret or she's feeling some type of way because she has aborted the child. I get that, but Lord, girl, why? You out here snorting coke or whatever. I was like, why? Girl, heroin gonna be next, ain't it? What you doing? I don't understand. Y'all, real life news. Real life news for Nicole Ari Parker. Girl, why are you out here on social media doing like a couples thing? You, your husband, and I don't know why I always forget that man's name, and his wife. And you basically saying, oh, I wish that I had the same situation like what you got going on. I miss when Boris would come up behind me while I was cooking and all this other stuff. I don't get text messages. I would basically saying she wishes that she was getting the same treatment that she got when she was single or like early on in their relationship. And I'm like, okay, you could have just said that off, you know, to the side and not for us to hear. You know what I'm saying? And that's why people are always looking at these celebrities like, okay, what y'all got going on for you to be saying all this? Like, what is going on? And people really were looking at them like they were couple goals. So now a lot of people are like, see, this is why you can't say these people are goals. You don't know what's going on in your house. But at the same time, it was crazy because he was looking at her like, all right, let me not say nothing because she's saying a little bit too much. Oh, this live. Because old boy was like, oh, I still do that for my wife. Like everything that she was talking about, she misses about the single life. And I guess earlier on in her relationship, he was like, oh, I still do that kind of stuff for and to my wife. And she was just, I was like, is she all right? Is she drinking a little bit? Like, is that what happened? She quarantined and she just drinking a little bit too much and saying a little bit too much on live. Like, is that what it is? I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I do want a little bit of insight on what some of these celebrities that I like, what they have going on. But I was like, girl, that's one of those moments I was like, ooh, girl, I wish you had kept that to yourself, because that's why people will take little information like that and run with it. And then if somebody roll up on your husband and then he ends up taking the bait after you've put him out there like that, then you're gonna be looking crazy, y'all. But anyway, you know, if he has willpower, he won't go for it. But I'm just saying, people will do what they do. So I wouldn't be surprised if there are some takers. You know, he put himself out there, or some people come up and roll up on him, and then some stuff pop off. And then if he decides to tell her, or if she actually catches him, then we're gonna hear that too. I don't know. But y'all, on the show, she's being dumb. I'm like, girl, why are you so dumb every time? When you were with, see, I'm over here trying to think of his first name on the show, but y'all know Forrest Whitaker's character. That was her, Eddie. Is it Eddie Barker? Eddie or whatever. You with him, he was doing the most. He wanted to try to get over and be greedy. He ended up dead. And it's like she'll be on the straight and narrow, and then she'll see an opportunity, and then she'll be stupid, and then try to follow the trend of, hey, let's see if I can screw over the lions, and then it backfires. And it's like one of the last things that she did was try to get in bed with what is this name, y'all, in real life? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think of everybody's name without looking it up. What is his name? Wood Harris? Because sometimes I get Wood mixed up with one other person, and they kind of look like they could be related, not twins, but like brothers or cousins. It's Wood Harris and somebody else, but I think it's Wood Harris. I might is it WD Wood? Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm trying not to look his name up because y'all know I have a tendency to do that. But yeah, y'all, why? Spoiler alert if you haven't seen the last episode and you plan on watching it of Empire. Why this fool over here trying to kill Lucius and killed his own child? What's wrong with you? See, that's why I used to read people in one of the power groups because they love trying to live for ghosts. And I'm like, but ghosts stay killing the wrong people all the time or stay missing somebody. So it's like, oh, he was this, he was that. Okay, but Tommy, if he killed you, he killed you. Most of the time, he got the intended party that he was planning on killing. Ghost didn't. Ghost was sitting up here killing the wrong people, not correctly identifying people before he was killing them. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? But y'all live for Ghost. I'm tired. I was just like, what is we doing? Y'all, this man sat up here and killed his daughter, and then he want to sit up there. Every time something go wrong in life, he want to sit up there and blame Lucius and Cookie and his whole family. And I'm like, how is it his fault that you shot and killed your own daughter? Why? Explain. I don't understand. Like, I was like, what is wrong with you? Y'all almost had his name, the character's name on the show. It might come up eventually, y'all. Like, when I get super excited about stuff, I will completely forget who in the world these people are name-wise. But anyway, I was just like, this is stupid. You sat up here and killed your own child, but somehow it circles back to, oh, it's Lucius's fault. Everything is his fault somehow. Because at first I was like, oh, he finna kill Lucius. And like, am I tripping, or did I just completely forget or just skip the episode? What happened with Cookie's car getting blown up and she was in it? Like, was that just a dream she had or something? Maybe I looked down at my phone or something when that part happened, because you know they kept rewinding and showing that and showing that. What happened with that? Y'all let me know. I'm probably behind. I don't know what's going on, y'all. I'm tired. But so then anyway, going forward with Taraji P. Henson's character. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that she got somewhat enlightened, but then I'm still like looking at her sideways like, okay, you know how Lucius is. So why is we still sitting up here trying to live for him? For what? I don't understand. What is we living for him for? I understand you had your children by him. Okay, cool. Girl, you went to prison for 17 years behind following him. Girl, why? For what? Anyway, y'all, I don't be understanding stupid stuff like that. I ain't doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not going down. You done wasted almost 20 years of your life behind a man that didn't do nothing but cheat on you day in and day out. And whenever it suits him, he treats you like trash after you've been released. No. And then y'all want to make it seem like, oh, it's a ghetto love story. No, I ain't here for that. I ain't got time. Y'all is doing too much in your raggedy life. I don't be having time for that kind of stuff, y'all. I can't. Like, I'm the type of person that I'm just like, if it's some foolishness, I ain't here for it. Nope. I don't want nothing to do with that foolishness. Y'all, who else? Y'all, Andre. Okay, I'm glad he went and got some mental health, because of course, I'm glad that he got his mental health under control to a certain extent. It seems like it's a whole lot better than what it was before. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm always picking with something. That's just a part of me being nervous still, even though I've been on here for over a year. I don't know what that's about. I'm just always naturally nervous, so I'm always going to pick with something, just in case you're new and you don't know. I'm always going to pick with something. It's going to be my face, even if it ain't itching, scratching. I'm just going to be doing something. So I apologize in advance. Y'all, Andre up in here, he done got his life right as far as his mental health is concerned. I'm glad about it. Good for you. But yeah, he was doing the most. I'm sorry. I straight up told people, had that been me, his wife dumb. I'm sorry. It would have been flower bringing and sad singing and black dresses and things worn by all, because you're not finna keep rolling up on me sideways and think you gonna live. He would have been had a bullet in between the eyes. Ben had a bullet in between the eyes in his temple somewhere. He was gonna have a slug in his stomach. I know it's a gun somewhere. He would have been got killed. I ain't got time. You a fool. Like, especially when it comes to kids. Okay, before all these people were brought in to basically watch her every move, You know what I'm saying? She could have been left him and been done and long gone, especially when he was off with Empire business all the time. She could have been gone. Could have been gone, could have been had something where it wasn't no tracker. She could have been had some kind of car service or rented an Uber or rented a vehicle, paying cash from somewhere. She could have opened up her own account to where he wouldn't have known nothing about it. See, this is why I don't understand. She had access to all that money. She could have been set herself up, even though it was kind of, in a sense, slow progression that led up to how he was, acting towards her with his mental situation and Kingsley coming out from time to time. She still had enough time, in my opinion, to go and be done with him. She could have been to me, it don't take that much money. With all the money they had, it don't take that much money. She could have been funneling some money into some accounts for herself that he didn't know nothing about. Take some money, to literally go take some cash out. Say, oh, I was doing some stuff for the baby. He wouldn't have never known the difference. What would he have known? He wouldn't have known nothing. By the time he ever would have said something to me about it, he wouldn't have known nothing. I would have had enough money to set myself up to have me, but shoot, I would have bought a vehicle. All that money they got, she could have bought a vehicle that he wouldn't have been able to track. I would have had me a burner phone. I would have had me a place set up somewhere else at a whole nother state. Bye, I'm gone. Ain't nobody got time. Y'all, but anyway, hopefully everything was gonna pan out for the best. Because I thought he was gonna try to really set it off. Because when he basically tried to kill her, it's like you over here trying to kill your child. You over here trying to kill your wife in front of your child. Like, you doing the most. Like, you don't understand. I understand why she don't want to deal with you like that no more. She might come around one day, but that would have scarred me for like all this stuff. She been through the most. He sat up there and told her, what you're gonna do is this. You're gonna marry me. I was like, oh no. I ain't gonna lie. As much as Cookie and Lucius irk my soul, they came through when they needed to. Or when they finally came through, they came in the clutch. They came through in the clutch for her. At that wedding, it finally dawned on Cookie that she really did need help. And her and Lucius came through, whisked her off, all of that. I was like, come through. Act like you got some sense. Because that's the stuff that irks my soul. Because there'll be people, they be like, oh, that's my child. That's my child. And they will live for their child. And their child is wrong as two left shoes. And it's like, why would you do that? You know your child trash. Most of these people be knowing their children are trash. But they ride for them. And I'm like, I'm not going to ride for you just because I'm kin to you. I'm not going to ride for you just because I know of your existence. No, if you're trash, you're trash. And that's what I'm going to acknowledge you as. You're just trash. But I'm just so glad, because I really was like, this woman is going to be miserable for the rest of her life. It wouldn't have surprised me had that wedding actually gone through. Because, they actually were already married. So I'm like, girl, where the divorce papers at, though? She would have sat up here, did all this, and still, they put it on a show for everybody. It wouldn't have surprised me if she would have hung and strung herself up somewhere and killed herself. Because I would not want to go through that every day. I would not want to have to go through that. Okay, y'all. Yeah, that's all. I think that's all I want to say about Empire. But I was very underwhelmed. I thought that it would have gone out with. I thought it would have gone out better than that, but I mean, whatever. It is what it is. Y'all, did y'all see? Did y'all watch the draft? I watched clips of it and I was dying. I'm done, man. The black mamas is tired of their spirit. The black mamas is tired. Oh Lord, one of the mamas, one of the mamas, and then like that one dude. First of all, that one dude, he was on the phone. And he had two phones, one for the plug and one for somebody else. But anyway, one of the phones was sitting on his lap, and the girl picked the phone up, and he politely like took that phone back. And the mama looked over at her like, "Girl, you might not want to see what's sitting there." And I'm like, "Girl, why did you try to take his phone anyway?" I don't know what that was about, but anyway. The main event. These heifers sitting up here. Well, okay. First of all, this turned into a big thing. It has sparked a big conversation. I don't know if a lot of y'all are aware of it, but even if you didn't see the draft, this is something that has been going on for quite some time. Not just the draft, what we see when the draft goes on. You already know they have the cameras set up in these people's houses to see what the reactions are going to be and all that. I am ecstatic for the Alabama players that got drafted into the NFL. Of course, they were going to be first round picks and things. I already knew that. What you thought it was going to be roll tide roll. That's what I thought. But anyway, so the people who got drafted, oh my gosh, let me tell you, I was crying. They kept showing clips. This one dude, he got drafted. And these are people who have white girlfriends, right? Oh my gosh, this one woman, the mama was like, what we not finna do is this. So the girl, he found out what it was gonna be and he got emotional. She done rolled up, hugged all up on him. The mama was like, yeah, what we not finna do with this. The other woman, she made the girl roll. The girl rolled up, and the mama like politely like snatched her up out the situation because it's like, what you not fit to do is get camera time. Help, are you happy about the money that's about to come in? Get out of here. I was like, no, they was killing me. If y'all have not seen any of the highlights from the draft, y'all need to go get y'all life. If y'all need a good laugh and you ain't been having a good laugh because of all this quarantine stuff going on, you need to go watch the highlights from the draft. That stuff been having me dying laughing for the past couple of days. Oh, Lord. Okay, y'all. Let me see. If any of y'all are like me, I watch like the Real Housewives of Atlanta and the Real Housewives of Potomac. And I think they said that the Real Housewives of the Potomac has been pushed back. They were supposed to start coming on like tonight or something tomorrow night. Wait a minute, what's today? Tonight, now, because it's late. It's really late. I had to remember what time it was. Because when I started, it was Saturday, but now it's Sunday. But anyway, they're pushing that back, I think. And then they were going to release another show, but that show was going to come on. I might have it mixed up. I don't remember. But anyway, certain shows have been getting pushed back because of this. And I'm like, well, if y'all already had all the stuff done, why can't you just release it like you... Yeah, I think it is the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, the Real Housewives of Potomac. But yeah, y'all. A lot of people are in their feelings. And I'm just like, why? I'm not in my feelings about that foolishness. I cannot. I'm not here for it. I'm good. I'm all right. I've been getting my life watching people on Instagram, certain YouTubers that I've always lived for anyway. Whenever I can get a moment's rest, I do that and then I'll watch them. I've been working. I already told y'all before, I'm considered to be essential. So I've been working really hard. Like the last part of this past week, I was working really, really hard. So I've been exhausted when I've gotten off work, but I am happy. I am happy to be alive. I am blessed. I think that's all I want to talk about for right now. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this, and I will see y'all later on for something else.